It's officially springtime, guys, and the best part of spring? Spring palettes. Hey guys, Kimmie here. Welcome back to the attic. Today I am excited because this is my actually I'm excited for two reasons. Number one, eyeshadow palette videos are my favorite video to do, and today we are looking at two eyeshadow palettes from AceBeaute, which I have never tried. So that is the second reason I am so excited to be doing this video. This is my first time trying the brand. So I went ahead and picked up two palettes from their new Flora collection. I have Flora and I have Cala. So we'll go ahead and open them up. We'll swatch them. We will try them. I'll let you know what I think. But before we get into the video, guys, I just want to say really quick that there will be no video next week or possibly the week after. I have illness in my family that I'm dealing with, unfortunately. Someone actually very close to me, and as you can imagine, it's been super hard. I know some of you have definitely been there, so you know what I'm going through. I am hoping, I don't want to get too much into it, but I am hoping by the beginning of June that my life has kind of like gone back, has some kind of normalcy restored, and I'll be back to uploading videos. But yeah, just an FYI, for the next few weeks, probably for the rest of May, there will be, or maybe by the end of May, I'm not sure, but definitely like next week and the week after, I will not be uploading anything to YouTube. But I wanted to do this video because, number one, here's the thing. For those of you that watch my channel, you know how much I love makeup, because one of the reasons I love makeup so much is not because I'm so good at it, which I'm not, but I do like to try it. It takes me like out of myself, and it gives me something to focus on, and it just overall makes me feel better. And so I did want to shoot this video with these two palettes. So that's what we are going to do. So sorry, I just adjusted the camera and the lighting. I don't know if that's any better. I feel like I don't know, everything's like a mess. Like, I'm really not wearing that much makeup. I kind of just like got on here and started shooting. My hair is like all over the place, but whatever. We can still review these eyeshadow palettes. So we have the Flora palette and we have the Cala palette. These are both from the new collection by AceBeaute. They retail for $19 a piece. I am kind of on a low buy right now. I have not been buying that much makeup, but when this collection dropped, I was like, oh my god, I have to have it. I love flowers. I thought they looked so beautiful. The brand is cruelty-free. That goes without saying if it's on my channel. Look at this. If you watch my channel, you know I am like obsessed with packaging. Look at this packaging. This is the Flora palette. It's so beautiful. They actually used like real flowers in the packaging. I don't know if you can see it, but it's so stunning. This is the oh. Let me take the plastic off. That would help. This is the inside. Here's the inside. Look at that color story. It is so pretty. I think the one complaint people will have, I don't have it. Sorry if you can see me peeking through the back. I'm just trying to make sure the shot is good. I think the one, what's it called, complaint I already sense people are going to have is that they're going to say the pant size is too narrow. For me, I don't care. That's such not a big deal for me. There's still plenty of product. I love the color story. It's like just amount of shades, so it's not overwhelming. We'll go ahead and swatch it out. We'll see what we think. And then the other one that I picked up, of course, so that is like the neutral kind of warm one. This is the neutral cool one. This is the Cala. I guess like a Cala lily. Again, look at that packaging. Real flowers. So absolutely stunning. Color story right here. I'm sensing this is going to be my favorite one. I love a cool tone color story. This is like a palette straight after my heart. But we will go ahead and swatch it and see what we think. So yeah, guys, if you watch my channel, you know how much I love packaging. I was so tempted for the packaging alone to purchase all 4 palettes. The collection had 4 palettes. The collector in me and like the me of like a few years ago or maybe even a few months ago would have purchased all 4 just to purchase them, because I love displaying makeup love displaying makeup. This packaging is so beautiful with the flowers. This would be so lovely to display right now, and I will display these two. But the other two, I decided not to get them because even though I thought they were beautiful and I would display them, I don't see myself wearing them. Now, like I said, the palettes are $19, $20, $19.99 a piece, which I think is reasonable. If you buy all 4, it's $74.99. So they give you a little break, like a couple of bucks, like $5, something like that. Every penny counts. So if you buy all 4, you can buy the package. They do give you a discount. So one of the palettes in the collection that I didn't get, I'm pointing because I'm going to put a picture here, was the Floral palette. This was stunning. I thought it was so beautiful, but I don't wear purples. So because I don't wear purples, I decided not to get it. But I think it's so pretty. Actually, like I said, all the palettes in this collection I thought were stunning. And then the Begonia palette. This was the one I was really on the fence about. The Floral one I wasn't really because I know I'm not going to wear purples. This one, the color story, I think is really interesting. But I like the greens, and then there's like a kind of like a mauve tone. There's that coral shade. The thing for me is I looked at this palette and I was like, the color story is a little off to me. Maybe off isn't the right word, but I need a color story that flows, that's easy. I think I could make some really nice looks. A lot of nice looks could be made with this palette, but it's just not for me. Color story is just not for me. I think I'd have to work a little harder than I want to right now. So in the end, I just decided to go with those two neutral ones, the Flora and the Cala. So I'm going to do a look with each one. And like I said, we will try them out. So let's go ahead and swatch them. We will start with the Flora. So right away, like I said, packaging 10 out of 10. The color story I think is absolutely beautiful. Let me read you something real quick. Like I said, they are $19.99 in price. So this is limited edition, of course, cheerful, sunny color story with the range of matte shades, duochromes, and multi-chromes that let you create endless show-stopping looks. The FedEx guy just pulled up. Maggie is sleeping. But whenever the FedEx, even if he's not coming to my house, he could be coming like 2 houses down. She goes nutso. So actually, she's been in daycare for a couple of days, unfortunately. It is my own fault because she hasn't really stayed alone yet. I think it's time for me to try to train her to stay alone at least for a couple of hours. But with the illness in my family, she has been going to the doggy daycare a lot more than she normally does. So she is like down for the count. I'm shocked she didn't like get up and go crazy because the FedEx guy is walking this way. But I guess maybe Maggie May is turning over a new leaf. Speaking of, I'm sorry if you can hear. I don't know if I think they're blowing leaves in the middle of spring. Yes, there's like a bunch of like floral trees outside the house. There's petals everywhere. Like when I drive my car, they like fly off like snow. So I think they are like blowing them out of the driveway. I don't know. This isn't my house. I rent rooms here, but yeah, I think they're just blowing them out of off the property. Who knows? Maybe onto someone else's. But whatever. I do apologize for the noise. Hopefully they stop. But yeah, so as I was saying, I think the packaging is so gorgeous. I love the color story. We're going to start with Flora. I think I just read you. They have duochromes, they have shimmers, they have mattes. Yeah, let's go ahead and swatch it out. Alright guys, so here's the palette swatched out. I have to say, oh God, I hate this. I was a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed with how they swatched. They didn't like, I don't know. They're not like buttery shadows. They feel like on the drier side, which I absolutely hate the thought of because I love everything else about this palette. Here's the multi-chromes, I think. Definitely this one. This one is this is what I would call a duochrome, but I guess I can see it kind of some other shades in there. I don't know. It reminds me a little bit of the Honey palette from Urban Decay. That one does have a much better formula. This one, I don't know. We'll go ahead and try it. There's no shade names, I don't think. But this is what it looks like swatched out. So you have matte, matte, matte. 4 mattes. And we have these 3 shimmers. This one I think is the most lovely. Let's go ahead and try it. Alright guys, so I zoomed you in just a little bit. And what I think I'm gonna do, I was gonna do like one look. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna do that. I'm just gonna do one look. I'm gonna kind of go in with these two shades. Like maybe I'll do this as the base, this in the crease, this in the outer corner, and then we'll try some of the shimmers. Maybe I'll do the shimmers on different shimmers on different eyes so we can see what they look like. That's what I'm thinking we're gonna do. So, all right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Like I said, there's no shade names, so we're gonna start here. I was a bit disappointed with how this swatched out. Oh, it also said to use like a spray on the brush, which I think you always are technically supposed to do, but I never do that because I'm lazy and I like things to just work right out of the pan. Okay, so there is some pigment here. It's not a lot of pigment, but that's okay. The shade, it's swatched out like this. That's this shade that we're using right now. It's not bad. Can't say I'm thrilled with the formula yet, but we just started. So let me tell you what's bothering me today. There's always something bothering me lately. Guys, I have to talk about collabs for a second. I'm not talking about other people doing collabs. I'm just talking about in general. If you are a YouTuber and you, like when I first started, I've been doing this now, what, in July it'll be 2 years. So when I first started, you know, I didn't get much email or much anyone reaching out to me to do collabs. But then after you start doing it for a little while, I would say more or less a year or so, you get a certain amount of subscribers, you get a certain amount of views. All of a sudden, you start getting more and more brands reaching out to you for collabs. When I say collabs at this level, it's usually like they'll send me the product and I'll do a review on it. It's nothing more than that. I'm using my e.l.f. brushes. I like e.l.f. brushes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead with the crease with this like nice bright shade. And, okay, so that's pretty. I like that. I can't give you a name because these don't have shade names, but it's this one right here. It's actually very nice. So, at this stage, it's not like paid or anything. Usually they just send me the product and I review it on my channel. And I get to keep the product. And, sometimes, and sometimes not, they'll give me a code so that you can use it for a discount. Sometimes, and sometimes not, I get a commission off that code. It's never very big, but it's it's something. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just a code for you guys to use, but I don't make anything out of it. And either is fine. You know, I'm not in this. I don't make millions on this channel, in case you haven't guessed. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever they want to do is fine. But there's some things I just cannot stand. I'm going to give you an example because it's just, and I think right now everything is annoying me because of my situation. You know, I'm very, my nerves are like on edge, but really annoyed me. So every once in a while, like if you are going to, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking for a brush to use on the inner corner. If you are a YouTuber, you have to decide like what you want to do, like what your, as far as like promotions and stuff, I guess. But for me, we're gonna put this one like in the corner, in the inner corner, see what happens. So I always say see what happens, like what's gonna happen. It's like, oh, this is pretty. See, this shade is pretty. It's nowhere near as dark as it looks in the pan. It's like right here. It's very pretty. I kind of like that. So this brand reached out to me. I'm not going to say what product it was for, anything. I'm not going to do the collab. They reached out to me yesterday and they said, would you be interested? This is our product. You know, whatever. I said, I emailed them back and I said, sure. I looked at the product. The product looked nice. it was definitely something that would like fit into this channel. First of all, whenever anybody emails you to do a collab, they always open with the same BS line. We love your channel. We've been following you. We think you're so great. We think you're so pretty. We love your aesthetics on your channel, whatever the hell the case may be, and we'd love to collab with you. Chances are that, you know, I'm sure they've seen your channel because they don't want, you know, they wouldn't just reach out to anyone, but they probably reached out to like 30 people, whatever. There's so many beauty YouTube channels. So whatever. All right. They open up with that. Okay, thank you. And they're like, would you like to do this collaboration? Would we feature this on your channel? So I looked at the product. Product looked nice. It looked like something that I would use, I would be interested in. That's all I look for, basically. So I wrote them back. I would be interested. But I do have to ask you, is your brand cruelty-free? I have a cruelty-free channel. I no longer use products that are not cruelty-free. So I have to know that this is a cruelty-free. And based on what it was, I'm pretty sure it was cruelty-free. But still, if I'm going to collab with you, I want you to respect me enough to read my question and give me an answer. So this was the email I got back this morning. I'm going to tell you, let's just go ahead and try these shimmers. We'll go ahead and try this one. This one looks more like an inner corner shimmer, so let's do that. We'll put that in the inner corner. We'll give it a fair chance and put it in the inner corner. I'll do both. Oh, crap. Well, that was my fault. I must have just used this brush for something else. So the email I got back this morning went something like this. Not word for word, but something like this. We are so happy that you want to work with us. Here is our list of what we want from you. What they want from me. Okay. So what they want from me is a timeline. Wait, what the hell did they write? They'll send me the product. They want the video up 7 days, no more than 7 days after they send me the product. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's respect. I mean, I understand that they don't want you to sit on it that long. You know, they're sending it to you and they want you to have it. I have to read it though. I'm not going to read it word for word. It was just so crazy that I have to share this. I feel the need to share this. Like what they wanted from me was so insane. Oh, somebody messaged me. Okay, that's fine. Okay. This is what they want from me. Okay. They want a 10-minute video. They want a 10-minute video regarding the product. So they're giving me a time of the video. Maybe it can be longer. I guess they don't, around 10 minutes, I'm supposing. Here's what got me. They want to tell me the content. They will provide the topic, the title, the content. This is based off other YouTubers that they have worked with that have gotten good reviews. So they're going to give me the title, the topic, and the content. Okay? They're going to give me the topic, the title, the content. This way you don't got to think about it. That's what they wrote. They wrote this way you don't have to think about it. Then they sent me links to other YouTubers who have done videos on their products. And they wrote to me exactly how many subscribers they have and how many hits their videos got. There's so much wrong with those two things. Okay, so this shade, it's not terrible as far as an inner corner shade, but this is the shade that's like sticking out to me in this palette. And to be honest with you, like if I put this on here, like it's pretty, but it doesn't like jump. It doesn't jump. I'm gonna try this one, which is this shade. And okay, that's nice. You guys know I love a good shimmer, right? You know I love a good shimmer. This one I think is the standout here. And that's this one. On the eye, it actually looks quite similar. Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, this is my favorite one, actually. I think that one is the nicest. I'm gonna grab a brush. What I'm gonna do is grab a spray and a brush and try to put these shimmers on like that and see if they get a little bit more shimmery. I really want to like this palette. I don't want to use a candy cane brush. I really want to love this palette. I want to love it so bad, but right now I'm not feeling it really. So I'm going to try a brush and a spray. I'm going to spray the brush and we're going to see if we can get a little bit more shimmer out of this. So there's so many things wrong. Like I couldn't even believe. Listen, I've had brands. Oh yeah. Okay. So you do get some shimmer, but you have to wet the brush. Instead of like using your finger, you have to wet the brush and you have to use a brush. And then it is pretty, but this palette is not going to be my favorite. I already know this palette is not going to be my favorite and I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you. I am a little disappointed, but it's not great. It's not great. Oh, gosh, guys. That's so disappointing. But okay, so anyway, yeah. The fact that you want to tell me the title, the content, exactly what you want me to say, how long it should be, is bad enough. Then to send me a list of other people who have done your video, which first of all, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know who's out there taking these collabs that are telling you exactly what to say, I can tell you that any collab I have ever taken that you've seen on this channel, I've had like brands make suggestions. Can you talk about this? Would you mind talking about that? That's fine. They want to promote their product. Of course, that's why they want to do a collab. But I have never had a brand flat out say, this is what you're going to say, so you don't have to think about it. I can think, okay? It's not, the product is not like something with rocket science, okay? It was a very straightforward product. I can think for myself. I can make my own video. I know what to do, okay? If you really like my channel and you like my videos enough for me to talk about your product, then you should trust me to do the video. The second thing I absolutely hated was the fact that they sent me a bunch of YouTubers' names, links, and videos so that I could watch their video and get an idea. I don't need to do that. I may not have well, they didn't either. I might not have 1,000 subscribers. That's fine. But that doesn't mean that I need to watch and see what they said, okay? I don't need any help from this brand. Oh, maybe I do. I shouldn't say that. I don't want help from a brand. Like, there's nothing that you can do for me except send me your product, okay? That's it. That's all you can do for me. You're not going to make me into an overnight sensation. So why are you acting like you are? And I'm sorry if I'm venting, but it just made me so angry. I have never had a brand send me other YouTubers' names or videos. That's so out of line. The third thing that they said, this one, oh, they want a timeline. Okay, that's fine. I've had that before. They send it. They want you to tell them when you get it, and they want that video up in 7 days. That's pretty standard. That's nothing. But this is what really gets me. And I've had this before. And I was going to say usually. No, not usually. Every time I get this, I turn it down. They want the video before they release it. Now, before I release it. I know this is how it works in the real world when you're doing a paid promotion, okay? But this is not like a huge, okay? This is not L'Oreal or CoverGirl. This is not like a big $1 million conglomerate, all right? It's not. It's really not. That they need to see the video before I release it. Here's the thing. I'm not getting paid to do this. The only thing I get is your product, which could be shit. I don't even know because I've never used your product, okay? So that's all I'm getting from this video. So for all that, you want my time, you want me to do this. Of course, I don't have to think about it because you're gonna tell me what to say. I'm supposed to send it to you and what? If you don't like it, if I don't say exactly what I'm supposed to say, you're not going to air it? So you also basically want me to lie to my viewers if I think the product is shit. That's what you're saying. That's not gonna happen. Look, whether I stay at 400 subscribers forever or someday I get more and I get to be a big YouTuber, I will always tell you guys what I think. I will always tell you the truth. I have nothing to lose. I'm not about to take the, to lie to everybody so that I can review this brand. It's not that big a deal. It is not that much of a big opportunity for me to put this brand and review it on my channel that I would lie to my viewers if I don't like it. Look, I might love it. I might absolutely love it. Like I love those freaking sheets that I promoted, okay? I may absolutely love it, but I may not like it, okay? Usually I find something good to say about something. Usually I do, sometimes I don't. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna do a promotion where I have to send the video back. You're gonna approve it. That means that I'm just basically a robot saying what you want me to say. That's what it's saying. That's what you're basically saying. And I'm not looking to do that. But do you know what pissed me off the most about this whole thing? And they wanted me to send them everything back in a separate email, all the answers to my questions. Well, when they get no emails, I'm sure they'll figure it out. What really pissed me off about this whole thing, and they may have a wonderful product. They might have an outstanding product, but I cannot agree to something like that. I've had brands ask me stuff kind of like it, but never like this. What really made me angry about this whole thing more than anything was the fact that in all of this email and all of this conversation, they never once answered my question. My original question, are you cruelty free? They took the time to write everything else, or maybe they just copied and pasted it, but they never took the time to even answer if they're cruelty free. So you know what? Like, I need that right now. Like, I don't even know. Whatever. Obviously, I'm not doing that collaboration. I just wanted to say how annoying it can be. How, like, it just... Tell me what to say. I don't need anybody. Maybe I should have someone tell me what to say, but I'm definitely not going for that now. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to Cala. Okay, guys, so here is the Cala palette swatched out. Right away, I feel like I'm going to like this one a little better. It's a very, very neutral palette, but that's what I like. And this one has more shimmers than the other one, which I also like. It has 4 shimmers. It has this one. This one is so pretty. This one is absolutely stunning. This is such a gorgeous shimmer. And the shimmers swatch out beautifully. So nice. The mattes, however, they are definitely the weak point. Now, I don't know because, like I said, this is my first time trying AceBeaute, so I don't know their usual formula. But for me, the mattes are just a little bit on the drier side, more so than what I like, but I feel like I like the formula of this one a little bit better. It's a similar formula. I shouldn't say I like the formula better. It has more shimmers though, so I think I'm just gonna like this palette better. But let's go ahead and try it on. Hey guys, so second part of the video. I look completely different. I'm in different clothes. I actually filmed the first part of this video this morning, and then I took a break and did what I had to do for the day. I went to the hospital, I went shopping for groceries, and now I am back. It's like early evening. It's like, I think 7 o'clock, maybe a little bit later than that. So yeah, I figured let's go ahead and finish up the video. We're gonna go ahead and try this one. This is the Cala palette. I could tell you, like, right off the bat from doing the swatches, this is what my thoughts are. Of course, I'm gonna do a look, but this formula feels I have a feeling I'm going to like this one better. I also redid my nails because the other ones I've had them on for a long time. They were starting to fall off, so I decided just to change them up in my Bad Girls Disney t-shirt. Anyway, I think I'm gonna like this one better. It has more shimmers. I like the shimmer formula a lot. So I think I'm going to like this one. I'm not sure overall though. The mattes still feel a little dry. I think that's just the formula of this collection. I don't know about the formula of this. Sorry, I'm looking at Maggie May. I don't know if it's the formula of this brand, because this is my first experience with them. If you know, then let me know. Let me know in the comments if you use AceBeaute, what you think of their formula. And if you've tried these palettes, what you think. But the mattes are just a little dry for my taste so far. And this one, I haven't used it, but it's swatched out pretty much exactly like the other one. So what I'm gonna do, that's my pillow. I'm gonna do like the same thing I did before. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm gonna use these 3 shades. Both of these in, well, these are both really light. Maybe I'll use these 2. This one maybe I'll like kind of put under, and I'll put this like in the outer corner. I'll do this in the outer corner. I'll do the same look on both eyes, and then we'll play with the shimmers. I'll do like 2 shimmers on this side, 2 shimmers on that eye. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I really like these 2 shimmers. This shimmer, this gold shimmer, this is kind of a standard shimmer that you would find in any palette. So maybe I will do these 3. We'll play with these 3. But let's go ahead and see what we come up with. So we'll go ahead and start. I'm gonna kind of a fluffy brush. And we'll start with this one. Which one's lighter? This one. We'll kind of put that all over the, like the base, whatever. Okay. Formula is okay. It's just, it's not very like, I mean, this is kind of hard. It's not bad. It's just not what I'm used to. This, for some reason, I feel like this one is, even though it's swatched out similar, I feel like it's going on a little nicer. It doesn't go on patchy. I can't say it does. I can't really say the other one did either. It's just like a dry formula. I can't even explain it. And I do want to apologize for going off on a total tangent earlier. Like I said, my nerves are shot. I was in a bad mood over the whole thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that means I cut it out, because I'm not even 100% sure if I'm going to leave it in the video, but I think I am, because it's a true story. And like, that's, I'm telling you, what makes me so mad about the whole thing is the fact that I'm the idiot who's gonna go, because I'm so, like, my last video was all about how easily influenced I am, right? How easily influenced I am. I'm the idiot that's gonna go and buy something because I heard on YouTube, whatever, that it was good, right? That's me. So when I get these emails, and this is the first one I've ever gotten like this, from a brand that's like telling you what to say on your collaboration, that makes me think that other brands do it. That makes me think that, I mean, I hate to think this, but definitely makes me think that some YouTubers are doing it, like following their instructions and just, you know, and I'm the idiot that ends up purchasing the product. Okay? So like, that's what really gets me about it. That's why I got so mad. I kind of went off the deep end. But I'm sorry. But I'm sorry, not sorry, because I think you should know that that kind of thing happens. You probably did know, but maybe you didn't know, like, to that kind of detail. So I really like these shades. I don't even know how much you can see them on camera because they're very light. They're lightly pigmented. I think this is a very lightly pigmented palette. I like the way they blend out over each other. I'm not sure if I was wearing them. Sorry guys, I'm getting comfy. I don't know if I was wearing them side by side, if I would be able to tell the difference. Like, but they blend nice, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a little bit this under. Can I do that? Why not? Maggie is just lashing out, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with this dog. I took her out before. Here's the thing about Maggie May. I don't know if I've ever gone into this. She's not like friendly at all. That's what's like weird, because I have this light. I don't know what's going on with this light. Why is it so bright? Okay. Like, she's just like not, I was gonna say overly friendly, but the fact of the matter is she's not that friendly of a dog. It's not that she's a mean dog, Mean Girls. She's not. She's really not. She's actually a good girl, but she's standoffish. She's what I would call standoffish. Like, she's not the type of dog that's gonna like run up to a stranger and like let you pet her and like be really excited like some dogs are, which I think is so cute. Like, I always wish she was like that. But a dog is like a kid in a way. You don't know exactly what you're gonna get. You know, this is how she is. This is her personality. So it is what it is. But she's always been super standoffish. Like, if I was to meet someone, like, you know, we're walking by and like, oh, she's so cute, can I pet her? You know, I usually say, well, you know, she's just not that friendly, so like don't be like like insulted, because normally she'll kind of like back up, like she doesn't want to be petted. And people really don't like that, whatever, but that's just how she is. So she's always been like that. But lately she is just lashing out at people, like strangers. Like, I took her to the park today for a walk, and a couple of people we came upon, they didn't do anything. They were just like walking past us, and she was barking. That's all she does. She barks. But people don't like that, you know. She was like, "Arr!" And I'm wondering if it has something to do with the fact that she just misses, like, I don't know. She spent a lot of, my father is the one that's sick, by the way. I don't know if I think I just said someone close to me, but it's actually my dad. And you know, I work full time, so Maggie May spends a lot of time with my dad. So, you know, she definitely notices that he is not, you know, around. So I'm wondering if that's part of it. Why she's just, I mean, she's never been friendly. She's never been friendly, but lately, like, she's just been like really just not, like, she don't want anything to do with anyone. And I wonder if that's why. I don't know, but I think it could be. So anyway, yeah, see, I like this palette better. I like this palette better, but I'm just kind of blending it. This shade, this darker shade, what did I use? I used this one. It doesn't blend as easy as the other ones, but it's not terrible. I kind of like it. It's kind of nice. I could see myself pulling for this palette more than I could the other one. Put it like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try the shimmers. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is take this shade right here and put it in the inner corner. This one is just so pretty. I went to the grocery store on the way home, and it's like a, I don't know if it's a New York thing. No, it's not a New York thing, but I think it's a like tri-state area thing. I went to Stu Leonard's, and I was looking for, ooh, this shade is so pretty. I put way too much for the inner corner, but it is freaking, this shade's beautiful. This shade right here, that's gorgeous. Really gorgeous. They didn't have like what I wanted. I was just like looking for something just like to eat tonight. They have like, usually have like ready-made foods, and I just like, it's so easy for me because it's like just me. But they like had nothing good. I don't know if I got there too late or whatever, so I actually got a burger that was like a pre-made burger, and I'm really regretting that I bought that right now. I didn't eat it yet, but I'm just like, the hell was I thinking? I don't think it's a good idea. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, so let me go ahead. That shade's gorgeous. I'm gonna try this on one eye. I'll try it with the finger. It's pretty, but I'm gonna go ahead and go grab my setting spray because it said to use a setting spray and a brush. It did tell us that, so let's go ahead and do that. This shimmer, even with the setting spray, is not as intense as this one. That's my feeling. But it's very pretty. It's very pretty. And I think I'm gonna go over it with this one, like as like kind of like an eyeliner. This one, I'm so excited to try. This is the silver one. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Not quite as intense as I thought it would be, but it's gorgeous. Let me go ahead and see with my wet brush what we can do. Oh, wow. That's pretty, but that's not like, this is not like a shimmer I would probably, this is like a holiday shimmer. That is so gorgeous. Love it. Okay, so I actually do like this one better. Okay, guys. So yeah, I kind of made a mess. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and then I'll be right back with final thoughts. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on the Flora palette. It's kind of weird because it's the Flora collection, it's also the Flora palette by AceBeaute. So my final thoughts on these two palettes anyway, guys. Packaging, 10 out of 10, absolutely stunning. Love the flower, the pressed flowers in here. I think it's so beautiful. I like the size of these palettes. I like the color story. There's a mirror. Like the layout, the narrow pan size doesn't bother me at all. My issue is, of course, the formula. That's where things fell apart a little bit. I didn't really care for this one. The mattes are, if you are looking for like those soft, buttery mattes, you're not going to find it in these palettes. That doesn't mean that the mattes are necessarily bad, but they're definitely a drier formula than what I'm used to, than what I like. I like more of a buttery formula. With that said, I don't think the formula was bad. I didn't think it was hard to blend. I just didn't care for it. And what I also didn't like about this palette is that even though the shimmers are nice, they weren't like that redeeming, because this shimmer, there's 3 shimmers in here, and this one I didn't care for either, which leaves us with the 2 shimmers. So honestly, this palette was not my favorite. It just wasn't. You know who did really beautiful mattes in this color? It was ColourPop. If they still make the Little Miss Sunshine palette. Do they still make the Little Miss Sunshine palette? I'm not sure. But when they made they probably do. I'll have to look it up. When they made the Little Miss Sunshine palette, they had these shades, matte, beautiful, stunning formula. This one I definitely liked better. I could definitely see myself reaching for this. I'm sorry, they keep blinding you with the light. This palette was the better of the 2 for me, which I'm not surprised because I love this color story. Again, it doesn't have those buttery mattes. If that's what you prefer, that's what I like. So I'm not used to a formula this dry, but there wasn't a lot of fallout. Actually, there was hardly any fallout. So it wasn't that it was a bad palette, it just wasn't my favorite formula. I would say that about both of them. They weren't bad, but they're not my favorite formula. I definitely liked the Calla one better than the Flora. And that's it, guys. That's really all I have to say about these palettes from AceBeaute. Overall, I was a little underwhelmed. I didn't love them as much as I thought I would, but that's just how it goes sometimes. I would love to know what you guys thought of these palettes, if you tried them, and also what you think of the formula of AceBeaute. Is it usually, like, what is it usually like? Let me know, because I'm not sure if this is, like I said, this is my first experience with the brand, so who knows. I would love if you left your comments down below. I always love to hear from you guys. I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you did like the video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I forgot to put the lights on in the back. Sorry. One of those days, guys, which is just turning into one of those nights, I guess. So yeah, guys, thanks for joining me up here in the attic. I hope you will consider subscribing, and you can also follow me over on Instagram at Kimmie Teresa. And until next time, guys, and as always, I hope you take very good care of yourselves so you can take care of someone else. I hope you have a wonderful next couple of weeks, and I will see you again up here real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.